Welcome, brothers and sisters, to another video. All right, heirs of our Father's promise. Thank you for joining me today on a time for us to edify some more, to learn more about just more so us learning of the truth and not being what is the word called being lost, but more studious as to what we learn, how we learn, and how we apply these things in our lives. And it's going to be very important as to what we're learning today. And the reason why is because we must, well, let me just say that today's topic will be abandon your shell and walk in truth. And what does that mean? Let go of all the things that is not beneficial for you when it deals not with Christ. That doesn't mean that um, you go to a place and give everybody all your money. It just means that there are a lot of things that are applied to what's going on in today's time. Because all people that give off money doesn't mean that it comes from the heart. Sometimes people pity others because they want the attention, okay? Or they feel like they'll get a good, reward for it when we should be doing things to help others for the sake of them and for the sake of our Father's what? His smile, his joy. For he delights in us and the things that we do when we obey his command. All right. And most of this is going to be amplified in Saint Matthew. Okay. And the reason why it's going to be important, why Saint Matthew is important, especially 19, is because we get to learn what it means and how it is to abandon the shell as an example. But of course, I would like for you guys to grab, well, ladies and gentlemen, to grab your biblioteca and your buy and your bow. Okay. And the reason why is because I'm gonna give you guys about 10 seconds to do so. Clearly I'm the Flash. I don't think you guys want them type of problems. I'm a little bit fast, I'm a little bit quick. You gotta catch up. All right. But let's get actually started once 10 seconds is on the mark, which I believe is about to be 10 seconds now. But if you haven't or you can't get the buy and bow or the biblioteca, I'm gonna start ahead and you guys just listen. All right, let's get started. It was so as Christ finished teaching that he will leave Galilee and arrive at the coast of Judea beyond Jordan. Hmm. A great multitude followed him, and he healed many of them. So much even the Pharisees followed too, tempting him along the way, getting on his very nerve. They asked him, "Is it lawful for any man to avoid his wife for no reason?" Christ said to them, "Did you forget who from the beginning made man from the beginning, from the beginning made man and women? Upon them he gave them title as father and mother, as man is unto his wife, and they'll come together and make love. So much they don't just come together, but are known as one. And before Yahuwah, as he is the one to have brought them together, none will separate. So what is for you is for you, and Yahuwah will not allow you to separate it because you're gonna just when you guys I want you guys to know that relationship is based on, and I'm gonna make these videos very short. Being in a relationship is not just going out here having sex. No, making love is a very mindful thing. It's a heartful, emotional thing, and it's a spiritual thing as well. So there are a lot of benefits that come with that, but then at the same time, when a lot of times there are physical desires which could be fulfilled among you and your partner, but you're known as one. So when something happens to the other, for a woman is responsible for the man, her husband, And the man is responsible, the husband is responsible for his wife. So this is how that goes. And for anybody that disagrees, please let me know if any relationship you've ever been has ever really worked out and it has never been toxic. Unless you're one of those people that like toxic, relations, and we don't do none of that around here. But we're not even going to get into that statement or those type of conditions. But I will let you know that as far as this polygamy, monogamy stuff, y'all, please just stop it. A lot of people want to be Christians but can't stop smoking. A lot of people, and it's not even about the religion, it's not about the title of being Christian, it's the actual faith itself. We need to stop worrying about the wrong things. Now, we worry about trying to evangelize to others as well, when clearly forcing a situation is not the way. Because even we're told, I believe this is in the previous chapter, we're told that if somebody's not listening, you going about your business. But we're going to keep going though. We're going to keep going. I believe it's not, if it's not in the previous chapter of Saints Matthews, the Chronicles of Saints Matthews, it's going to be in this specific chapter. But we're going to see. All right. So they asked, why did Sir Moses commanded to divorce and put away his wife? Yes, because it did happen. But Christ, he has a personality, just like every last one of us, being the reason why he was put on this earth. Through what? The implications and the actual evidence of who he was, for who Elias was in the physical body. Just like every last one of us. We have his spirit, we have his personality, his characteristic traits, and every last bit of it, the emotion, all of it, the bitter to sweet. All right, let's continue though. Christ said in the beginning, it was meant to be like that, but because of man's stubbornness, that's the reason it happened. So because a lot of us men were not responsible, right? Because yes, it doesn't matter about the money. Honestly, it really doesn't, as far as financial. If the man makes more or the woman makes more, or the man makes less or the woman makes less, or the man has more or he has nothing, or the woman has more or she has nothing, it doesn't matter about the financial. Yes, stability will need to be understood on both sides, but it's at the end of the day, you can't be in a relationship and you're in a relationship and your relationship is based off of interest. Does that make sense? Like, you can want a stability, you can want a fortress, you can want royalty, but at the end of the day, are you going to trust the person that you're building this with? Are you going to go and file those papers for divorce? Or, like, first, if you don't want to be in a relationship and you ever think and consider a divorce, 9 out of 10 you were not really 100% with that person. Because people be like, oh, don't ever put 100% of your eggs in one basket. For men, especially men, well, on my behalf, when it comes to situations, but for women, I'm pretty sure they have been said that as well. Listen, when you come into a realization that when you find somebody that you can build something with, it's not the same thing as just being in a relationship, because you see yourself in a very, like, you don't even see yourself apart from this person. So that's why it's very important that, especially, I'm gonna tell you men, brethrens, that if you get in a relationship, don't, no disrespect to my sisters, but men, don't let a woman lead your relationship. I don't care what they talk about, this masculine energy stuff. Get that stuff out of my face. Point blank. If you are rocking with the truth, right, and you know the truth as you've been watching my videos, and you know exactly what is, and not all of this weird stuff going on with this new gen spiritual awakening stuff. There are two genders in this world, man and woman. Since the beginning of time, man and women. Women spirits can be fluid. because they can slip in, they can slip out of people's vessels because it's called possession. So people get an influence of an attraction towards something, knowing for a fact that it's not what it's supposed to be. So, like men, because men, we carry the nutrients, the women, they're the incubators. Respectfully to women, that's why you are more so connected to this materialistic world, and in the waters of which we consider the bosoms of this, you know, I should read you guys some of my poetry, but the bosom of this matrix, you guys are very much connected to that, but we are the single points that penetrate this specific matrix. That's why a woman cannot give, like, she cannot give life to a regular human being if there's no man, and a man would not be able to do the same thing without a woman. And I just said a whole bunch right here. That's why there needs to be a dominant and a feminine, as far as masculine and feminine. There needs to be one, because without one, there wouldn't be extra, because women are able to produce. Man amplifies the production. They alternate the production so that it can multiply. Women produce, we implement, we alternate so that the produce can be multiplied. So women can still produce and they multiply, but we have to be a part of that process so that it can also work. So regardless, because a woman can be in a relationship, but she's not going to expect herself to fight. She's going to look at you. What are you going to do? But it doesn't mean you got to be overly obsessed about power and strength, as if you need to. What happened to intelligence? Intelligence is power, not a crooked, intelligent person that exploits, because that goes against the standards of our Father's commands and His law. But let's hop back on the word, and the reason why is because it's going to get even much better. So to say any man that avoids his wife is committing fornication, especially if he chooses another to marry, and from there, my apologies. Give me one moment. My apologies about that. Let's continue. All right. So to say any man that avoids his wife is committing fornication, especially if he chooses another to marry, and from there on they'll be committing idolatry. And whoever that marries her will partake in that, they both will be idolaters. So it doesn't matter if you leave somebody to want to be with somebody so you can be with that person for a long time, you're still committing idolatry. And worse, if you're having coitus, bumping bodies, that's what I like to call it. Bumping bodies. Fornication. A lot of people not looking at it like this. Like for you men, you got to look at your women's body as a sacred place, because it's not really it's not a toy. It's not just when I feel horny, gotta go and do something. Like, no, this is it's a place where, like, fam, babies come out of. Like, yo, you gotta understand, that's it's not a toy. The same thing with you sisters. Understand that men, what we have is not a toy. So don't play with ego. Don't play with whatever the case is. If his is small or big, whatever the case, don't do that. Because a man would not do that to you. And you guys are very emotional. So if you ever try to play with somebody and you know you can't take the fire, or if you know you can take the fire, but you're more explosive than him, just let it go. Don't even start the problem. Like I said, toxic problems going to bring toxic situations. But let's continue though. Then his disciples intervened in the conversation and said that, so if this is what the man's situation is with his wife, it's better to not marry the woman. Then Christ immediately told them it doesn't concern them. This is for the benefit for those that restrain themselves from getting into these dilemmas. For those that castrate themselves for men will be honored of men, but those that do it for Ellie's sakes will be honored as such. So whosoever understand. All right. Whosoever understand. Why is that important? We're gonna find out now. But little ones were brought before Yahusha, so he can pray for them. But his disciples intervened and denied them access. But Christ said unto them to think about what they've done and never refuse the babes unto him, for the kingdom of heavens is of them. And them finally, wait, what I say? Oh, my apologies. Unto the kingdom of heavens is of them. And then finally, he prayed for them and left. But not too far off, a little one came before him and asked, saying, Good master, in what good works will I have to do to receive eternal life? So Christ said to him, Why call me good, when Eli is greater? For in him, if you obey his commandments, you shall receive eternal life. So the babe asked him, Which commandment is it? Christ then responded and said, Do no murder, idolatry, thievery, or bear false witness. Also honor your mother and father, and also show love to those around you as you do to yourself. The young babe said to him, I keep these laws since infancy, so what do I lack? Christ then said, Finally, you should go and sell your goods so you can help those in need, and you'll be rewarded of the treasures of the heavens. There you can follow me. But hearing this, the young babe was saddened due to the fact he didn't want to lose his worldly treasures, for he had many. So Christ turned to his disciples and told them, Lessons are learned. Many rich individuals will not enter the kingdom of heavens. It's getting heavy. So a lot of people that always say, when they want to win an argument, they want to talk about stuff, understand your money is irrelevant. Because without your money, then what? What would you appoint your problems and your good for if you don't have money? Are you intelligent enough? Are you because people can say, "Oh, I'm a hustler." Whoa, 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 whoa. Is your hustle involving exploiting people? Is your hustle involving, extorting people? Getting down, like giving the people pitch sales by bringing down their guards, because and involving things that are of Christianity, quote unquote, but we're going to say Christ-like. you know they use Christ-like propaganda to give people a pitch sale about things that they know they should not be doing, that they know they should not be doing. A pitch sale. What type of argument would you have if everything that you talk about is just based off of money? If it's just based off of money, we cannot talk. And you will not consider yourself, a spiritual Christ-like being before me. Because at the end of the day, you say that you are a king. Who gave you that title? You say that you are a queen. Who gave you that title? We're royalty. We're prince and princesses, not kings and queens. You are given an upgrade once you are responsible enough to uphold that type of responsibility to begin with. That's why we go through trials and through tribulations, because without that, what do you think you're going to be doing? You're going to be preaching false truth to people, because that's the only thing you're going to be doing. Are you going to be leading people in the thoughts that they have to make this amount of money, that they have to they got to look like you, they got to get all of this luxurious watch, they got to play by the rules that you set? Or if they don't do what you're doing, then they're not living life accordingly, as if your way is the only way that Christ is living, is appointing a direction for them to go as and by. When you yourself, you're not even looking at the right people. You think that because you're listening to this person, that person preaching, and that when you go to church once a week and you donate a little bit of 10%, and you think that's really what's going to save you. You think that just giving 10% is going to save you when you cross the road every day and you got enough to give somebody even $1 that you see in the road, hungry, no shelter, just $1. And I'm not saying just, oh, no, no, but it clearly says that those that have more will not, because I gave you guys my calculations about the amount of people that are on this earth that are really true believers in comparison to the vast amount of people on this earth that are not. There is a very minuscule amount of people that truly believe in Christ. And I could tell you because of how people first off talk about Christ, and how their mindset is fixated on Christ. Some people will lie because they want you, because they went to school. They learned about Christ, they went to school. There are more doctrines in their teachings and their understanding there than there is truth. All they teach you is what they learned, they got in notes, rather than them experiencing, not knowing that, like I said in my previous videos, you don't need to go to a prophet every single day to get a vision. What did Christ tell them when he will leave? What did Christ tell his disciples? When he will leave, they will be able to do what? Everything that he's done and more. So we are unbelievers because we have considered ourselves heathens to the likeness of us of us not wanting to be like Christ, because we want to be ourselves, live in this modern world, this system of a game that is monopolized off of patriarchy, monarchy, and a hierarchy of such of a level that is just demonized. Because we want to live off of those bases of a lifestyle. We competing for things that other people are putting before us for us to go and grab, because they're baiting us with all of these things. We are living through those, situations. Why? But then it clearly says that those right here, those people, the people that has the most money and all of this, they will not be given a chance to the kingdom of heavens. They will not. Because if a little kid was not willing, a kid, not a 18-year-old young man, I'm talking this kid had to been at least 14, because you're considered at least an adult, well, not an adult, but a young adult around that time, at least at the age of 14, 15, 13, around then. So he had to been at least 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 or something. He was unable. And the kid felt some type of way because he already had so many things that he felt like he couldn't let go to follow Christ. I don't know how to say the name. In the next chapter, Zebedee, the mother of Zebedee, brought her 2 sons, and the 10 disciples felt jealous because they thought that they were going to lose something. Why are we all getting emotions that makes no sense? We're supposed to be happy for each other. So when you get in relationships, please stop looking for interest. Because if you think that everybody's going to come with everything that you want in life, I'm sadly mistaken. You're not going to find love. Your love is going to be fake. You might even have kids. You might be in that marriage for 30 years, 40 years, and then you're going to get tired of putting up a character. And if you're not tired of putting up a character, you're going to get tired of the other person's characteristics. And that's how a lot of people become baby mamas, baby fathers. And that's even if they get that far to even be somebody's parent and still get along with their, with the opposite of, mother and father. Don't you find it strange that a lot of kids born, they are introduced to a lot of men or women in their life that are not the original parents? Don't you find it strange? That's strange to me. That's very strange to me. And one thing we learn is mental. We don't just speak over here in our channel, because this is not just my channel. In our channel, we speak about the mental, we speak about the emotional and the spiritual. You know what that does to a kid? It's very traumatizing. A kid don't got to get smacked in the face or get kicked or booted or knocked out or whatever, defiled, whatever the case is, for them to be traumatized. Love enough, attention enough is traumatic. A mother raising one child can be very traumatic to a child. A father raising one child without the mother alone as well can be very traumatic to the child. It can be very traumatic to the child. Very. So we are abandoning truth. We are abandoning loyalty and trust for interest, for stability. What's going to make you much happier? What's going to make you feel like you are in a place where you can be yourself with nobody judging you? And if somebody do judge you, they're going to judge you because they have a certain image of you that you're putting a character of. And that's what you want in life. Go ahead and do that. But we're here, we talk about truth. We don't do all of that fake stuff around here. We don't do that. We don't do that at all. We don't do that. We don't do that. No. We don't do that. All right. Let's continue. It is easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than a rich man. Than a rich man to what? Than a rich man to the kingdom of heavens. Why is that? And like I said, Christ has a very great personality. This is the same way he told his 10 disciples when he was talking to the Pharisees. This does not concern you. Because why? You're not going to be doing none of those things. Majority of the relationships out here are fake. I know you. I know all of you. Most of you could probably get women. Most of you can't probably. Excuse me. Majority of you already had women. Or you got women right now. However that goes. But you're not sleeping around with them. See, one thing that I learned is when we learn more how to be friends with people, how to be brothers and sisters with people, more rather than just getting the attraction of wanting to sleep with somebody, first get to know the person. Don't just take them out and spend money on a date and consider that to be a good day and they're a good person to talk to and to be in a relation with. What do you guys like to do? What do you guys want to do out here doing? Do you like cooking? Do you like playing games? Do you like sitting on the sunset? I don't know, some imaginative stuff. Sitting on the sunset, watching the sun rise or the sun set. or the sun setting, or whatever the case is. Like, what is it that you like to do? Man or woman, it doesn't matter. You like painting, you like music, you like making music, you like drawing, sculpting, you like exercising. What is it that you like to do? People spending thousands of dollars on dates for food alone, and they drive Mercedes past homeless people day and night, and they don't be caring out one bit. Children, day and night. But no, they're going to take their money and give it to what is it called? A non-profit foundation. And a lot of these non-profit foundations, their surroundings, a lot of the kids around there are either robbing, thieving, killing, murdering, whatever the case is. They're never, majority of the time, they are not really out here thriving. There's a lot of stuff going on when that usually happens. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, right? Let's continue though. So hearing this in interest, they asked who can be saved then? Christ told them, but the world it is impossible with Yahuwah, but with Yahuwah all can be possible with that journey. Then Peter asks regarding their disposition, we have dropped all and left it behind. So what are we to gain? What did he say? You will be given authority. No, he said, know that you've all followed me. Know that because you've all followed me, my apologies, you will be given authority for when I shall take position and rulership over the new city of Israel. Whosoever that has left behind and the things of those world, being brethren, sisters, mothers, wives, little ones, or land, shall receive eternal life. For those that assume they are first shall be last. For those that are assumed that are first, those that assume that are first shall be last. Those that assume that they are first, they shall be last. So not only their money doesn't make no sense, that means that your money is valuable more than you. But then you forget that you give money that value. So something is called leverage. When you leverage something, that means you hold the what? The sentiment. You are the centimizer in between, holding the balance of good, valuable, or not valuable. Right? You balance it out. You give it value, so you give it power. So if it has more power than you, unfortunately, you're living by its rules. And that includes everybody else that's surrounding you. So that's why certain conversations, certain people are not able to have, because why? They are unable to let go of the things that are not beneficial to their spirit. Like you shouldn't even want to date somebody unless they're able to apologize, unless they're able to feel emotion. A lot of people, yes, it takes a lot for some people to leave their karmic problems because they've been through a lot. Everybody goes through stuff in life. Some people go through worse things than others. But at the end of the day, hope is very much a living thing as well. When you have hope for somebody, you'll be surprised to know when you have hope in somebody and your faith is in Christ and it's truth and it's truthful and it comes from your heart that you are praying the best for that person. Doesn't matter what they do, how they are, who they are, they're always going to come around. They always are. They always will. It doesn't matter who it is, right? Especially if they're actually put in the book of life and that is their destiny. Yes, they might have to fight a hard situation. Yes, they might have to fight a very big battle. Yes, it's going to be very difficult. That's why we all pray for you, right? Because at the end of the day, we are all one. We are Israel. We are the heirs of our Father's promise. We are all one. When you fight one person, who do you think come to your aid? It's not just an angel. It's people that are interceding for you on a different side of this planetary rock we call Mother Earth. I said that wrong, but hey, it doesn't matter. I wanted to say planet rock, but I said the other one first before I said it doesn't matter. Let's skip that. But who do you think is going to intercede for you? If it's not the other people that are connected to you, we're all a family. Either you're a husband, either you are a brother, or you're a sister, or you are a mother, or you are a wife, you are a cousin. Well, yeah, brothers, sisters, cousin, brothers, sisters, mother, father, wife, or husband, one or the other. Bars, bars, bars. Just give me my award now. Just give me my award now. Give me my award now. I want it. Just give me my award. Give me my award. Stop playing. Give me my award. I just got extreme bars. Like, you don't want none of these problems. But yes, it doesn't change anything for real. So conversation wise, if you want to talk about scientific situations or potential problems or whatever that can occur, right? And you are, let's just say you're a scientific person and you want to get an understanding, right? That a lot of people are not able to give you because all they're going to do is be like, oh, in this chapter, this reference this. We could talk about it on a scientific level. Now, if you want to talk about it on a physiology level, right? It could be biology, it could be chemistry, it could be physics, it could be anything. Autonomy, it can be anything. Autonomy, right? We can talk about it, right? Scientific wise, we could talk about it. It could be on the metrics, right? We could talk about mathematics on these situations. We can talk about it, and I have no problem sharing anything with you all at all. So even spiritual, I have no problem. I've been giving you guys a lot of insights. I'm being attacked right now. Is it working? Nope. Because I don't even care about it. At the end of the day, certain things we have to understand that when you give it power, that means you give it attention, right? At some level, right? You give it attention, but when it doesn't have any effect on you, what power does it have? Your mindset needs to be focused more so on your creator, not the problems. Because at the end of the day, what you think gonna happen? Are they gonna keep, you know, creating these dilemmas that's gonna hurt you, that's gonna put you in a worse scenario? No. What are they gonna do once they're long gone and they have no longer a life for them to live, for them to be able to do this? What then? Are they gonna be crying? They shouldn't, because they knew better and they chose not better. So it's just simple. I love a lot of people, but at the end of the day, like even when people do wrong to me, I pray that the wrong that they do to me, right, is not a point of return where they can lose their life. I hope that however many times they do wrong to me, and I believe this is in two chapters before the chapter 19 that we just read, right? That it says exceedingly how many times should we forgive? And then, I believe this is Peter said that how many times can we forgive somebody? If it's not 18, I believe it's 17. How many times can we forgive somebody? He said 7 times. And then Christ said a lot of times, 77 times, fold more, 100 times more. So an infinite amount of times, because you're given opportunity and mercy and favor an abundant amount of time. So why not do the same thing for others? At the end of the day, you're going to be rewarded for good while they're going to be rewarded bad. Doesn't matter what they get in return. Your life matters as well. So if it's not meant for you to go and die, you're not going to die. That's what it means to have faith, because a lot of people walking in a whole bunch of stupidity. They're doing a whole bunch of stupidity and they don't even know that somebody can see them. Like right now, I'm going to tell you guys my situation. I have a situation where I feel like somebody is grabbing my neck right here, right? The artery part right here where the circulation is going off of my neck. I don't have no health problems at all. I don't have a mental problem. I don't have no blood issues. I don't have no organ issues. I don't have no narrow marrow problems. I don't have no bone problems. I don't have no nerve tension problems. I do not have any of these issues. None. So for a problem like that to even occur, it's definitely an issue going on. Because I don't get none of these problems. I'm a very healthy person. And I'm telling you guys this as I'm talking to you guys. Like, don't think that I'm out here, like, it doesn't hurt me, but you know when something is touching you when it's not supposed to. Like the other videos that I made when there was a sound that happened to get on the actual place I was sitting at, and the sound was very close, but then it's like I did not move, but even if I did, why would a sound come from the other side of where on where I'm sitting at, and it comes from the other side, but I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't realize that when you see them and you watching them and you telling them the truth, they're gonna be upset because once their opportunity is gone, that'll be on them. That'll be their choice. It won't be mine. It won't be nobody else because they chose the path that they chose. So they gotta be very mindful on how they think because if they don't think right, right is not gonna come in their life. They're given a good light right now because the light, they don't think that people are watching them. People are very much watching them. A lot of people are watching them. They're going to be questioned as to why, when you were given this opportunity for this and that, you chose to not do this and that in the right and the proper way, but instead you caused wars, you caused confusion, you caused this when you were given the opportunity to do good. They're going to lose their mind. They're going to expose themselves. They don't even realize that many people are watching them right now, exposing themselves, where they are exposing themselves, looking stupid, highly stupid. And I don't say that, I'm not saying that they're stupid. I'm saying they're doing something. They're doing something to make them look stupid. And I'm very entitled to my words. I would never say that somebody's stupid. But if somebody's doing something that is stupid, I would say that what you're doing is very stupid. And your father did not create you to be stupid. So whatever influence that you have in your life right now that's allowing you that you think that what you're doing is okay, I could guarantee you that that's a spirit of stupidness. That's a spirit of concealment. That's a spirit of secrecy. That's a spirit of contradiction. Just wickedness in general. Because what other is it? And none of it has any power over me. So if none of your demons have any power over me, what makes you think you're going to have any power over me? I am a child of somebody. I'm somebody's child. So power and authority is given unto me, and every word that comes out of my mouth shall be like a sword that pierces through all. And I speak of this, for in Yahushua's name, in him, Yahuwah Elohim Adonai, for I am his child. And so are you, many of you that are watching this video. So I pray there are a lot of you that are in this toxic situations, that are in invasions that are occurring, right? That are having so many problems right now. I want you guys to really think about what I said. Let go of the things that are monitoring, that are giving you these aspects of life that you think that you have to live by those bases when it's not even necessary, when it doesn't have any power over you, when you can literally live your life without the means of any of those things. You just choose to because you want to look good in front of other people. You want people to think that you have something for them to appreciate. If you are somewhat of somebody that is an influence out here, I want you to understand that it's not about what people think, because eventually people are going to have to learn to accept. And if they don't accept, at the end of the day, why are you even dating somebody? Why are you even interested in somebody if they're not interesting? Then you get with the person and they become even more interesting because the two of you make things so different to a point where like people have no other option and no other reason to accept the differences, right? So optimism. Now, yeah, my English is getting better today. Optimism, not only optimism, um, understanding, being able to confide to each other, just relax. Relax. Like chill out, like relax. Like for real. Relax. Enjoy the little that you have. See the beauty in the little things that is in front of you, the beauty in the little things that are given to you, the beauty in the little things on how you see life in general. Just relax. Relax. Breathe. Breathe. Nobody's holding your neck. Nobody's going to try to harm you. And if you are my friend, I can promise you, nobody's going to harm you. Or whatever aspect that you're supposed to be. Hopefully, any of you out here that choose and want to be my friend or brother, well, we are brothers and sisters, but like, ever one day we ever meet in life and stuff like that, we're able to hang out and probably just go out there, maybe to the beach or something like that, because of an event that I'm going to throw. Um, you know, we're just going to enjoy life. I mean, there's no other way to say it. As far as like all of this weird stuff, like, no, we're not bringing that drama around. There's always a Judas somewhere. There's always some type of somebody that's going to try to change or bring some type of problem around, but it doesn't change much. The truth is the truth. Love is love, and you can't bring that fakery around here. It's like you wearing straight up what is it called, zirconium, when you're supposed to have that Cuban links, right? And you talking about this, that real diamond, but the whole time is zirconium. You got a whole bunch of crystals that ain't even diamonds. It's a bunch of zinc, right? It's aluminum. How do people that have a British accent say aluminum, aluminum? I can't say it right now, but it doesn't matter. I hope a lot of you understand what I said, though, as far as just dropping the baggage. Just drop it, because it's garbage. Drop the baggage, because it's garbage. And if anybody in your life that you think that is not worth it, drop it. You're not married to that person. You don't have a soul tie. And if Christ or Yahuwah has given you aspect of you praying for that person or being with that person, whatever the case is, and that's what maybe sometimes you just got to take your distance. You have to worry about whatever that's going on with you. Worry about your spiritual journey. Worry about your salvation. Worry about the little things that you got to worry about. But, as far as life in general, this is not just about relationship, but it is about relationship, because the first relationship that you need to build your foundation on is in Yahuwah and in his son, Yahushua, Yahusha, in him, Yahuwah, Elohim Adonai. That's the first foundation. Because marriage, let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. All right, you got to be honest. You got to be real. The foundation, if it's crooked and it's just tangible, it's gonna crumble. Like the Tower of Babylon, it's gonna crumble. It's gonna come straight down. But I'm gonna end this video. I love you all. And somebody did not tell you they love you today, tell them I love them. Tell them I love them so much that here goes a kiss for them and every last one of them. Okay, I love you, and a kiss for you as well. So if you don't like my kisses, catch it. I don't care. You're gonna have to catch it, but don't throw it away. Put it in your pocket. Walk around with it. You're gonna have some problems. All right. All right, but no, I love you all so much. Much favor unto you, love unto you. Understand that I make these videos for everyone, not just an individual. I make this for everyone. This is our channel, so we're here to learn. We're here to love. We're here to better be people of our Father's actual word and what how he wants us to be. I've been on this journey for a while, so I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I don't see myself, going anywhere besides helping people. So if there's any questions that you guys have, any type of comments that you have, put in the comment sections. I love interacting with you all. It's something that I love to do. So a lot of people that want to pick my brain, stop just watching and feeling jelly. Because if you're watching and you feeling jelly, I think you need to communicate, and you might stop feeling jelly and a little bit obsessed. I don't know. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully you're just, You're learning, because that's all we're doing here, just learning and love and peace. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We're here to be a better people. All right, love you all. Peace.